The USS Tucson is a Los Angeles-class nuclear fast attack submarine and the second ship of the U.S. Navy to bear the name.
Commander Michael Beckette, commanding officer of the USS Tucson, and Master Chief John Adams, chief of the boat, join us now to tell us more about the USS Tucson. Gentlemen, how are you?
Oh, great.
Doing good, thank you.
And tell us about, what does it mean to be a Los Angeles-grade nuclear ship? Help me out here.
Okay, so we're a Los Angeles-class fast attack submarine. What that means, all of our submarines are named after the first ship that was built. So the first of our class was the USS Los Angeles. So that's why we have that name. And we're nuclear powered, and fast attack just means we're designed to go fast, and we carry torpedoes and cruise missiles. So we're designed to go out and into harm's way and take the fight if needed. Exactly.
An attack. So what does it mean when you say we're designed to go fast? Like, put that in perspective for us. I mean, we were talking like 45 miles per hour. Talking like
knots.
Knots. Oh, I'm sorry,
yeah,
knots.
It's all knots. But we can go faster than about 20 knots, somewhere a little bit faster than that.
And what does that equate to? Sorry.
It's probably, 25 miles an hour.
Okay.
But when you think about how big the ship is, going that fast or moving at all is incredible.
It is. And when you put that in perspective for ships and submarines, that is pretty fast.
Mm-hmm. So you are based right now in Hawaii.
Yes, Pearl Harbor, Hawaii.
Wow, that must be quite the sight.
It's pretty nice.
Mm-hmm.
What is it like being in a place like Pearl Harbor where so much naval history has happened in this country in the past? What's that like for you guys?
Well, it's a little, it's sobering because every day we walk out of the submarine, look out, and the USS Arizona Memorial is right generally in our line of sight. The battleship USS Missouri is right there. We can see all of that. A lot of the facilities we use are actually all from World War II. So there's a lot of history involved in some of the buildings that we go do training in and we have meetings in.
And we just showed a picture of what the USS Tucson looks like.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
How big is that, and how many men can be in there at one time?
Well, it's about a little over a football field long.
Okay.
And we have about 145 sailors on board, including officers and enlisted submarine sailors. What's
it like being in such close quarters with that many people and not really be able to see outside? What's living in a submarine like?
Well, if you're claustrophobic, that's not a good thing to do. But we're all used to it. It's bigger than you think it is until you take a tour of it. There's a lot of space, but I mean, I'm 6'1" and I got a 6-foot rack, so not much to turn around in, but we have to fit this amount of people in the living spaces. But more or less, it's operational spaces that we live and we do a lot of work in. So there's a lot of room.
So what's a typical day like for a crew member?
We have about an 18-hour day. We work 6 hours on watch.
Okay.
Then we have 6 hours off of watch to do any maintenance or training, and then we have 6 hours of sleep.
Okay.
We're now turning into an 8-hour day, which is 8 hours on watch, 8 hours off, and then 8 hours of sleep. So it's kind of a 24-hour work day, and we're kind of working those schedules and learning that and how that's going to affect our operations.
And then, Commander, you took over in April. Talk about what it's been like for you since.
Well, it's been, it's a big change because you go from just kind of being in school and learning about things and getting ready to a job and stepping into it. And it's a lot of responsibility. Right now, the ship's actually in Pearl Harbor shipyard, which is right in Pearl Harbor. So we're getting a modernization and some regular maintenance done in the shipyard for another couple months.
What does it take to maintain? You say maintenance. I take my car in the oil change. Tires rotating.
Right.
It takes about a half an hour. When you say general maintenance, months?
For this availability we're doing now, it is a couple months long, and it's just periodic checks we do of the hull and other equipment to make sure that everything's operating correctly and safe to go back out to sea.
So now, are you on the submarine all the time? Like, are you constantly living on there?
No, not while we're in port. No, we all work there a normal work day. Most of us go home. There is a group every night that will stay on board to make sure everything is safe. Yeah, the duty section personnel, and that rotates through, so the same guys aren't there every night. But
I was gonna say, could you imagine being in a submarine?
No, because I'm claustrophobic. I'm not trying to imagine that. And this is the USS Tucson, and Chief Adams, tell us about the relationship between the submarine and our city.
Your city has a great organization. Club 770 has helped our sailors, our crew, our families, support while we're on deployment. They send us, gifts and underway packages, I guess you want to call it. And then it's our pleasure to come back out to Tucson, your great city, to repay those people that help us out and enjoy the city and the community and be on your show. We've been on 3 radio shows already and doing good things. So.
Well, it truly is an honor to have you And it's an honor to have the submarine
Yeah.
named after Tucson.
Well, yeah, and he mentioned the USS Arizona. That rings here every day.
Yes.
At the top of the student union. So it's special to have that connection with now and then with the United States military.
Yeah, exactly.
So what happens next? So you just conquered the morning blend. I know you've been here before. I have. You're a newbie.
I am new. We're gonna be going to visit the Raytheon plant in a little bit later. We are going to a baseball game tonight in Phoenix, and then later this week we'll be going to the University of Arizona, meet the ROTC students there.
Excellent.
Wonderful.
Great program.
Well, thank you guys so much
Thank
for
you
joining
guys
us
so
today
much.
and everything that you do for us.
We appreciate it.
Thank you very
You're
much.
very welcome.
And coming up right after the break, I'll find out what Saturdays have to do with going back to school.
Plus, I'll meet a furry friend who's always ready for a game of tug and gives a lot of hugs. We'll meet him right after this.